Baby, we got a wild one for you this week. We do voicemails. We talk all about heading to someone's house and then right before you get there, them saying, "Oops, sorry, I can't hook up anymore."
And we have a whole Mama Palooza rundown from last night. What an amazing show we had.
I was so good.
You were. I think everyone was. All right,
Everyone was great.
Meatball's got to go. So enjoy this episode.
Hey, y'all. I love you. Goodbye.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom.
you end up with us. Sloppy seconds.
Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slap juicy little fuck you now, slow fuck you, dirty little fuck you, stupid little fuck. So sloppy like your Big Dipper, meatball, and that's Big Dipper. If you happen to be in San Diego on March 6th, Thursday, March the 6th, I will be at Urban Moe's with D'Angelo and Dr. Carlton, and we're going to do a little live podcast. So come on out, get your little tickies.
And what's
see
that
the
podcast
show.
called?
But honestly,
Oh, so you're going to talk about butt sex.
I think that's what we're going to do. And come on out.
That's exciting. I have been spending more time in San Diego. It's fun down there. I still don't fully...
It's a little... I don't understand the layout of the city.
That.
I don't know if I'm on a hill or not half the time.
And you know what? I had the same complaint last time when I was sucking that guy's dick and then he made it bleed in my mouth because that happened in San Diego.
Rice.
Didn't know where I was. I am guilty of not really ever looking at a map and trying to figure it out.
No, I do look at the map. Okay, sorry. I do look at the map, but the way that the highway is like in the middle of it, you know, and there's like all the trees and hills, and it feels like the highway is like in a valley.
Yeah, and then there's part of the city on one side, part of the city on the other, and a whole lot of coastline.
Yeah, and then it feels like part of the city is somewhere else.
Everything on the bottom.
The bottom. Everything feels like it should be is closer together, but it's really not.
How big is San Diego?
Probably way smaller than LA, right?
Well, yes. Diva, this Los Angeles is big.
Well, I don't count the valley as LA.
At all?
I mean, I understand why it would think that it was.
You understand that it's LA County.
But to me, it's like everything that's down below the valley to the water.
Keep talking.
And then Malibu doesn't count, and West Hollywood and Beverly Hills don't count.
Please never become an urban planner or make
Maybe
maps.
I'm gonna urban plan this pussy.
To do what?
Dox this pussy.
What is the population of San Diego? 1.38 million, so 1.4 million approx.
Anyway, I'll be in San Diego.
That's a lot of people.
If you have any suggestions, I might stay the night on Friday night too.
Well, yeah, you told me you were going to stay the entire weekend, which is why we couldn't record.
Yep.
So that was a lie?
It's not my... Well, that was the original plan, but now my friends,
my
San Diego boyfriends have to work.
Plural? That sounds poly to me. That sounds a little Polly Pocket to me.
No, they're a couple, and I tag along when they have sex with other people sometimes.
Okay, so that's 4 people on the bus?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, so you're flipping the bar stool.
One time it was like 6 people.
Come on, give me my joke. You're flipping the bar stool?
And sitting on the legs.
I'm
so tired after last night.
How do you get 4 gay guys to sit on the seat at the gay bar?
It was the mother.
Isn't that the way the joke is?
No! You're doing that on purpose to piss people off.
No, I think if there are 4 people and they're all doctors, and they're gay doctors, and they go to a bar, and you say, I only have this one stool left. 3 of them will say, I'll stand.
Turn it over.
No. Turn it over. I'm pre-lubed. Turn it over.
We really
Tell
did
the people
that
what
shit.
happened last
night.
night.
Was Mama Palooza.
Bitch,
at the
I have been.
historic El Rey Theater. Was it 8 hours long? Absolutely.
Well,
Did
you
you
were
guys
there.
have fun?
Everyone had
Sure.
a great time. Now, people did say to me, what do you mean? Everyone stayed the entire time. I was like, no, the
No.
crowd was definitely
It
lighter
was
by the end.
thinning by the end.
But I think everyone had a good time.
Yeah, it was just
It was an experiment.
we needed a comedian's red light.
Yes. And
'Cause-
there were many things we needed. Air conditioning in the dressing rooms, stools for people to sit upon instead of a collection of random chairs. A comedian's red light. That was about it. Everything else we kind of had. Oh, a
Yeah.
big screen. A big screen would have been nice.
Well,
But it was kind of fun to perform
the
next to
DIY
your
of
screen.
It was like funny. Yeah. Willem was like, and you know the reason why you were like, no, don't.
Don't do it. Listen, I try
so
to.
I got to sing
okay,
for the
go ahead.
audience. You got to sing. We did a little chit chat. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna shit on the other girls. I think our little sloppy segment was the best one.
Well, not compared to Delta.
Oh no, I wasn't. Nothing compares to Delta.
She
She ate
sat in the back hallway
facing a wall
because it was
I heard.
cooler, waiting. When I tell you the woman showed up to the meet and greet, graciously met and gret everyone, sat on stage while people asked, I'm going to say it,
Dumb
boo-boo
questions.
questions. The questions got good when the show was happening. The questions were fun then, but I think people got a little blindsided even though I told all hey, if you bought a VIP ticket, my bad, I should have explained more. We were doing something fun for you. And y'all just sat there and
Just stared at us.
We
Like
so
Ice Spice
basically
in the front row, just mad as hell.
I have found that in organizing these, people want the photo, but they also want to like have a connection. But it's less of a connection and it is less productive for people to just come up and do like hug after hug after hug for every single VIP person and then say like, hi, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Okay, cool. Like, great. Like, that's fun. What we've done successfully in the past. You and I did it when we did like
The walking around.
the walking around. We have like a pre-hour
At the
cocktail.
at what the guy called the 12-hour podcast live show.
Say the sentence again so people
The
understand what
12-hour
you're
live
saying.
podcast. Sorry, I was so tired.
I
You
know.
guys, I didn't go to
But
bed at
anyhow,
3 in the morning.
this-
I woke up at 6 a.m. I had to go get a massage at 9. I had to go to
Had
rehearsal.
to?
I needed to get the poison out.
Was there enough time for it to bake in if you went to bed at 3?
It was baked. It was baby. It was glazed.
She got glazed. Did you fall asleep? Did you mouth snore during the massage?
No,
You stayed awake?
I stayed awake. I'm going to take a nap after we do this.
Sure. What happened in the massage?
You know, just some deep tissue work. And then we got the poison out.
Did he stretch you and you tooted a little?
No, but I was wait, did he tell you? No. I was holding in a fart the whole time. Like the minute I walked in the door. And so he was like, there's so much more tension in your lower back today. I was like, how can you tell? And it was because I was squeezing my little butthole so tight.
Why didn't you like excuse yourself to the bathroom? I feel like masseurs, and it sounds like if he's talking about the tension and doing a massage at 9 a.m., even if you do get the poison out, it sounds like he's a real masseur.
He is a real masseur.
So
He gets the poison out for his pleasure.
I understand, but I'm saying real masseurs and real yoga instructors are always like, fart. But you wanted him to eat it a little?
I want him to like me.
Well, you could have been like, hey, you really got things. No, you could have said, you got things moving. Let me just excuse myself for a moment. Don't fall asleep. Please don't fall asleep. So, anyways, last night was cool. I want to say that I personally.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. And I thank you.
And I thank you.
I want to say that personally, I am so thrilled that the show happened, that no one got injured, that people enjoyed themselves, that it was a success, and that it is, say it with me, over. I don't know if people know this, but this was like a postponement that turned into like I've been working on this show for over a year, even though no one else has been working on it for over a year. Everyone else has been working on it for 3 days because I've just been trying to like get everyone wrangled. So last night felt so good to come home and be like, that's off the to-do list.
Yeah, you were stressed yesterday. You weren't responding to any text messages.
I was busy the whole day.
Now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel.
When you choose not to text?
When I'm busy.
But
when I'm busy.
All right. Well, let's be busy taking a break, and then I just want to hear a little bit more about your night.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppyseconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppyseconds.
hims.com/sloppyseconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten. And we're back.
So you sang The Willem and I, a parody to The Wizard and I, and
was
sounded
incredible.
fantastic. It really tore the house down. And then you also co-hosted the whole show and lip synced at the end. So I do thank you. Thank you. But I'm curious, what was the vibe up in the dressing room? How much of that tequila did you drink? What was happening?
Half the bottle. Would you like to see if you don't believe me?
I clenched believe you. I wholeheartedly believe
Everyone was
you.
like, your eyes are going in two different directions. Are you okay? It was good. It got a little stressful at the beginning because because Willem couldn't get her dress on.
Yes, we
The
fully
zipper
taped
broke.
her in.
Yeah, she was taped in and then it broke right as she was walking off stage after the first intro. So that was perfect. And then it was like really chill. Not unfortunately, but like Raja and Naomi and them were over in the other room. So everyone kept going over there to hang out and chill with them. So our dressing room was just like me sitting there like drinking tequila Red Bulls while I waited for everyone to be done.
But yeah, because you could have gone over there, but
And
you
I got
said
progressively drunker as the night went on.
Oh, but this is what I was gonna say
And then
about
I
Delta.
called that lady
Delta.
Ice Spice because she was in the front row with her red little curly hair.
with her
And then she got
iconic
mad.
blonde Ice
Blonde hair.
Spice hair.
And she got
So
mad
she
and I
flipped
said,
you off.
she kept flipping me off and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just so nervous. I've never been this close to Kathy Griffin before.
And then she gave you the double bird.
Double bird, but I later found out that she fell down and hurt herself, and I feel very sorry to her. I heard that a lot of people in the audience were falling because of the way that when you get up out of the chair, you have to walk up the steps, and so people kept tripping when they were leaving. And so my friend was like, I've never seen more people trip in one night. And I was
That's
like,
awful.
It is
Why
a bit
did
of a hazard.
they were like, this is how we do our chairs.
Yeah, but you're just not expecting like just two random steps in front of you.
I wouldn't put those out.
I wouldn't put them down there at all.
That was
No way.
crazy. I heard that this I heard from you, but that she tripped and fell, and then her eye socket went right onto someone's kneecap,
Mm-hmm.
and she was wearing glasses, so she got driven to the hospital.
She's gonna sue the El Rey.
I don't know.
I would. Flatten those steps out or raise the dance floor up.
Yeah, go ahead and flatten those steps out. That's crazy.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did have fun. There was so many moving parts. What I was trying to say about Delta is just like shout out to Delta because everyone else had like bits and bobs to do throughout the show, but I was saving Delta as the finale. So basically like her very Delta segment was like the Penum Ultimate thing, and then we did a couple the Penum Ultimate thing, and then we did a couple lip syncs, and then we ended the show. And so Delta showed up, did the meet and greet, enjoyed her little 1 hour meet and greet, and then sat around for 3 hours until it was time for her to go on that stage. And I went up to her and I was like, Delta, I'm so sorry. Like, do you need anything? Do you want anything? She was like, when I tell you that my favorite thing to do is sit and stare at the wall, I'm not joking. And she sat in her chair. She was like, I don't need to go up to those dressing rooms. It's cooler in this back hallway. I'm listening to the show. I'm enjoying myself. And then she ate on the stage. She had them eating out of the palm of her hands. I said this to her privately, but I will say it to her publicly. Like, when we started Very Delta, going off is something Delta has always done.
Mm-hmm.
She would do it on Facebook. She would do it with her friends. But
Gabriel Villarreal.
Go ahead. Villarreal. And then you roll your R's in the middle of it.
Villarreal.
There you go.
Gabriel.
That
was her Facebook name. And I followed her because she would just be in the line of a fast food place on live being like, they fucked up my order.
Yeah.
She would like do it at the people.
And she's always been good going live, like on her cell phone, but doing it in a studio, doing it week after week, knowing it's going to be published to a big audience, like all of that stuff. And then transferring the magic that Very Delta has in that studio to a live show is also something new. And when we did the first couple Very Delta lives, there was a lot of conversation, a lot of bullet points, a lot of like, what is she going to talk about? How is she going to like stretch a monologue for 15 minutes before X, Y, and Z? And watching her do that last night, I was like, oh, this is like when someone does stand up for 2 years and then you see them again and they're a master. You know what I mean? She had them eating out of the palm of her hand. She was like running the room seated, talking on a microphone. Like, she turned the motherfucking party, and I pulled her aside afterwards, and I was like, the growth of the live version of the podcast.
Well, she's
is
also been traveling with it too.
But I'm saying it's just so apparent. It's like really impressive and really amazing, and I'm so happy to get to work.
And I
with
did
her.
good too. And so did you.
All I did was sing your praises.
You didn't sing. You rap.
Sorry. Well, no, I sang a little of my Backstreet Boys song.
Tell me why.
See, you asked me to do it, and I did it.
Yep. So.
You have something else to say now?
I'm trying to think, like, what's going on in our lives? We've seen each other too much. We have nothing
I don't
to
think
talk-
so. I'd hang out. We're going to go hang out in a couple weeks.
Where?
Answer your email.
Which email?
Your email.
Tell me why.
Because I sent an email there with a group of our friends, and we're all going to go do an activity.
Oh,
You
with
did
the
answer it.
chicken. Yeah, I answered today.
The chicken.
The
The
chicken.
chicken man. Oh, God. Should I just play some voicemails for you? You ready for those?
Yeah.
We can start with the voicemail.
Start with a voicemail. Get me warmed up. Don't put it in all dry.
It's Meat Cat, not Pizza Cat. You take a hot dog, roll it with some jam, put it.
All right, she'll get there.
Start over.
Let her,
Start over.
Let her get
She
there.
needs to try again.
Because we incorrectly said Pizza Cat.
She needs to hit pound and start over.
Okay, here it comes.
Get a hot dog, load it with some jack cheese, roll it in a pizza. You've got cheesy blasters. And then all the kids say, thanks, Meat Cat, and he rides away on his skateboard.
You forgot the pause.
You take a hot dog.
You blast it with some jack
Yep.
cheese.
Didn't listen. Blast it is definitely in there.
Blast it with some jack
Roll it
cheese.
in a
Roll it
pizza.
in a pizza. You got
You
cheesy
got cheesy
blasters.
blasters.
And all the kids say, thanks,
Thanks,
Meat Cat.
Cat.
And then Meat Cat flies away on his skateboard. Or is it flies away on his
Broom?
skateboard?
Do you think that isn't she like eating cheese fries while she's
Yeah,
doing
but
that?
she's like pretending to like choke. She does that all the time. If you watch and wait for those pauses, like where she's pretending to swallow or something, it's very funny. That's like one of her
How
favorite
often
things.
are you rewatching 30 Rock?
I used to. That was my comfort show. I'm not really watching TV that much anymore. It's literally like just YouTube.
Sniffies. Sorry.
YouTube.
Sniffies.
You got
It's 'cause
cheesy
you're on Sniffies.
blasters.
I have been
On
don't
the
do
Sniffies.
it, little girl. I have been listening
I
to
can't stop
Luscious
watching those.
while driving. I'll
But you
play
can't
the
even see what she's looking at.
don't care. I will play the YouTube video and throw my phone in the passenger seat. So I'm not even tempted.
It
And I'll just
scratches
listen
an
to her
itch.
be like, Shallow. Ooh, when she says, do they have any 5, 6, 7X? Do you have any morbid fashions? Shout out to the morbid obese, the morbid fashions for the morbidly obese. Shallow.
She's just so good.
The morbidity creature. I feel like she kind of did this when she was on the show, but I'm like, girl,
She
I want
did,
her
but-
back in the shake and go. I think she wasn't giving womanhood. She was giving her like her drag
Her
diva.
full drag diva. 'cause
Yeah,
she
I
was on
want
the butt.
her because she's
But-
a what?
She's a diva.
Luscious comeback.
Luscious, please come back to LA. We could drag investigate Santee Alley.
Ooh, that would be fun.
She'd get shot.
Okay, you're gonna hate this, but I'm playing it.
Tell me why. Hey, Big Daddy Dip, and why is this spicy meatball? Long time, first time. I'm Josh from Miami, and I've got a question for you both since you have experience in booking. I do drag, though it's been a minute since I've hit the stage. Recently, my friends have been pushing me to get back out there. I saw a flyer for a show that said open stage. Naturally, I assumed it was completely open, but it turns out it was more of an askew door than an open one. As the date approached, I found that there's a form and a specific day assignment and all that. I reached out to the host to explain the mix-up and mentioned that I had about 20 friends ready to come out, but I ended up getting left on red. What is your opinion of open stage diplomacy? Yeah. Goodbye.
You know what's so interesting is, for me, I don't see a lot of open stages out here in LA. There's so many drag queens. Like every show is pretty much cast. I know in Philly, like doesn't Little Piece host an open stage or something? Open stage for
And Essa Noche hosts one in Brooklyn.
in New York. An open stage is just where they just host, like there's just a host and you get to come perform for free or for tips, but you don't get paid.
Now,
we don't have a lot of that out here. I don't think. I could be so wrong.
Well,
but I don't know what the diplomacy is, because technically open stage is meaning whenever you want to, you can go do it. Oh, I guess Exposure Drag used to be that. When I started, it was that.
And the Henny Games, you can sign up for it.
You can sign up for it.
Right. And so I think the challenge here is like, there's something called
don't call it an open sorry, you go. We're going to say the same thing. I just wouldn't call it an open stage if what you're doing is booking girls for free.
Right. Like, if you're hosting a real and true open stage, I think this person was saying like, oh, I didn't realize I had to sign up. I thought I could just like show up and do something.
Yeah.
'Cause listen, the Twink pageant, there's no like prerequisite for the Twink pageant, but they do have to apply.
Yeah, there's an application process.
Then once they apply, you make the choice. It would be very different if you were like, Twink pageant downtown, make sure you're there by 3:00 and I'll choose the contestants who are performing. But that's like unfair, because what if someone preps all this stuff and then they don't get a chance? Maybe that's why. Maybe in the past they've had 30 girls show up and not everyone can get a chance to perform because it'll run too long. So they said, oh, we have to do a sign up now, and there's no prerequisite. It's just whoever signs up first. But I think...
Oh, learn the words, bitch. That's kind of open stagey.
Right. And so the difference is like, you're either an open stage and all you have to do is be there and you get a chance to perform, which happens a ton in comedy, or you're like a free show for baby queens, and there's something you have to do in order to get booked.
Yes. But again,
I will say,
whoever that person is should not be calling it an open stage.
Letting them know you had 20 friends ready to come pay the entry fee to like get there should have gotten you somewhere.
That should have swayed her opinion immediately and been like, 20 bodies? $10
but I would say
$200? That's enough to pay your light bill or something. I don't know. Is Miami expensive?
I would say, you know, not to directly quote Candy Muse, but to be inspired by one of her famous quotes. This industry is a cutthroat one. So if
is that what she said?
No, she said lonely one. This industry is a lonely one. But if this is gonna deter you so much, girl, don't even try it.
Yeah, because
you're gonna get like just go find a different stage, film yourself doing it, make a viral performance, ask her what the actual rules are, and go back and do it again next time it happens. Like, you can't get upset by one little thing here, and maybe you didn't even read the details close enough, so it's actually
it sounds like
on
you kind of need it. You just thought open stage, I'll be there.
Exactly.
You didn't read anything.
You didn't read anything. So just, you know,
sounds even like when you got cheesy blasters, girl.
Even when you read stuff and follow the rules, sometimes you still come up empty-handed. So, you know, just be ready for that when it comes to this industry. It really is a lonely one.
Did you see? She posted a picture of a new photo of herself, and she's like super skinny. And I wrote, Skinny Candace Muse can't hurt you. And she just wrote back, so you think I'm skinny?
She was, so you think I'm skinny?
Think I'm skinny? Arf, arf.
Not arf arf.
She's a bulldog.
All right. We'll be right back
After this, Blake. And we're back. If you're in the Los Angeles area on March 8th, March 15th, or March 22nd, come on down to the UCB at 7 p.m., where I will be the guest performer, I don't know what we're calling it, in Ass Sketch, a sketch comedy show. We had a rehearsal this morning. The sketches are so funny. Like, so
amazing.
funny.
Wait, when is it again? I want to come see you.
March 8th, March 15th, and March 22nd.
Saturday. Okay, I'm going to come see you on the 8th. How about that?
Get your little tickies. Oh, the first one. You want to see it before it's
seasoned?
Really.
Should I do it on the 22nd then instead?
Well, no, that one I'm going to be hungover from Fat Slut, which is on the 21st.
Well, the 15th I have Drain Your Nut, so I guess I'm coming to the early
Come covered
one.
in cum. Come.
I'll be busy.
What's that smell?
Excuse me? Do you want to describe it more?
What's that smell when someone sucks your dick and then you make out with them and then you're like, what's that smell?
It's you.
No, it's their mouth. It's their spit.
Yeah, but where was their mouth?
On my cock and balls. I look.
And
so
when you
tight.
suck dick, does it ever taste like anything?
Cock and ball.
Which is different from
Avocado.
person to person.
Tastes like avocado.
So
Nice ripe Haas avocado.
So I would
Not
go
a Trader
ahead
Joe's
and
mini avi.
I would go ahead and jump to the conclusion that taste that you're tasting is yourself.
Well, I like it.
Young man. Do you? Because you brought it up like you didn't.
No, I love it.
You like to taste yourself?
Don't you?
I mean,
no one goes down. When was the last time you had a blowjob on your
the
body?
other night.
Someone sucked your penis.
Yes, he came over. We hung out. Then he sucked my penis and
then you fucked him.
Rode my dick, and then I was grateful because I was tired.
And shat all over the place.
And then he bent over the bed, and I got up off the bed, and I fucked him.
So he did a little bit of work.
At the end, I did. And then he got the cum.
Who gets the cum?
And yeah, that was fun.
That's amazing.
And then, this is actually a funny story. I was going to say this to you. I hadn't really talked to him. We've like hooked up a lot and he's been around but we don't really do a lot of talking.
I love that.
And he sort of I did find out that he like plays some like intramural sports. Oof. And I know he lives like out in the suburb. He doesn't play rugby. Oh. And he lives sort of like further out in the suburbs. And he's always sort of, he like shows up with a flat brim Dodgers hat on and like, oof. Yeah, he gives very like, yes. And then I like found out that he had a boyfriend. And I was like, okay. So I didn't know if he was like lived a straight life. Did you find
out he had a boyfriend because of like Valentine's Day just happened and he posted a picture with his
partner? But that was amazing as we both discovered people.
I screenshotted it and almost sent it to you. And then I was like, you know what? It's none of my business to get involved with this.
It was none of my business either.
But it was sure as shit was your business, Miss
Ma'am. It was a surprise to find that individual
had
a whole
why
ass
do gay
boyfriend.
Guys do that? Like,
why do gay guys sound like
why
that?
Do gay guys, I kept saying that to that person's face last night.
But
Why is that? Why do gay guys hide
I
their
just wanna finish
boyfriends?
this
And then on
story.
Valentine's Day, sorry, you finish your story. You finish
So-
your little ditty.
No Diddy, no baby oil, no Diddy. So he had like revealed. For a while I thought maybe he's not out, like, because he just really gave this like energy, and then I was like, "What do you do for work?" And he was about to answer, and I was like, let me guess," and we started playing this game, and I was like, "Is it some sort of vocation?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Do you work in a factory?" And he was like, "No." And he kept answering all these questions. And I asked him if he was an engineer, and he was like, "It's like that." And I was like, "Do you work with customers, or do you work for a service that provides to customers, but you're not
Architecture.
customer based?" And so I'm guessing engineer, HVAC, plumbing, construction, like all of these things. The motherfucker's a hairdresser. Not a barber. Brazilian blowout. Like beach waves. Cut in color.
What does that have to do with being an engineer?
I think
The structural integrity of your blowout?
Yeah, that's where he led me astray. But he was very funny because he was like, "I love that you're guessing that I'm like, hey, like elbow deep on an oil rig and like mess, like doing all this stuff." And I was like, "You just give me that." Because also the motherfucker masqueraded as a top for a really long time, so we were like sharing bottoms, and then
Send me a picture of this man.
no,
Send
then-
me a picture of this man.
and then one
Send me
day
pic a man.
I was having one day I
Send
basically
pic a man.
walked in on
Send
him
man.
getting fucked, and I was like, "Oh, you like a dick up your ass?" And he was like, "When are you gonna fuck me?" I think I told that vague enough.
Sure. And like Dipper, so small penis. No.
No. You say to me, "I see who you really are. A girl who's dressed up like a guy." Oh, no. A girl who's really a guy.
guy.
Who looks like a guy.
The girl who looks like a guy.
Yeah, that was funny. What were you saying that I said, please let me finish? Oh, the boyfriend reveal.
What is that? Hey, gay guys. Is it because you want to remain desirable or still get flirted with online?
I also think there's like something that I have experienced. Maybe you did too. Like when you were in a relationship, were you posting your man all the time on your socials? Because your socials are public facing. I guess these are people who don't have
No,
big
but
social
the real
following.
snakes really came out. Sometimes I would post him
Not the snakes.
and people would like get up in his inbox and he's like, "This guy's flirting with me because you posted me."
I'm trying to steal. Mr.
Girl,
Steal Your
have
Girl.
it. Girl, have him.
Okay, you're gonna hate this one.
Hi, I'm calling about Helen Keller.
Oh.
I believe her ability to conceptualize was mostly developed by her aide, Anne Sullivan, who became her aide when Helen was 7 and Anne was 20. Okay, and Anne
Okay.
Okay.
became blind at 5 years old by disease. And she was blind, but she could still hear. And they kind of co-wrote Helen's books together, from what I understand. So I think kind of their partnership had a lot to do with Helen's ability to, understand abstract thought. But either way, I think people really underestimate the intelligence of people who can't communicate traditionally. And I choose to believe in kind of a innate knowledge that we all share as humans and about archetypes and things of that nature. But whatever, bye.
I do want to clarify. A lot of people were thinking that I was saying. There was a few comments saying that my argument was that I believe that handicapped people can't do things, and that was not
No, I
At
don't think
all.
that's what you were saying.
what I was saying.
People are
And
so
people-
dumb.
They're misunderstanding that it's like the question isn't how does a deaf person think? How does a blind person think, which is what they heard in their dumb brains. I was asking how someone who I'm not going to get back into it because it's just
I
going to make people
know.
upset. I think I've gotten the answer that I need, which is that she had a lot of things explained to her and she didn't fully write the book. The way she could, it's like it was them together, working together
Collaboration.
in collaboration and learning together. And that's the end of that.
Hey, Flop. So I just ended a 30-hour date. I mean, I did go back to my
Girl,
house for 2 hours.
shut up. This is, he's going to be like, I'm in love. We're in love.
I mean, I
Lesbian.
did go back to my house for 2 hours and then I came back to meet up with him again. But last night, we were getting hot and heavy, and he was eating me out.
Just imagine this is Sam Starr.
And then a sound came from my butthole. To be fair, I do think it was more not a fart, but like, trapped air releasing. Regardless, I was mortified, but he just kind of giggled and was like, okay, extra sound effects. And then he kept eating me out. And then afterwards, he asked me to sit on his face. So, like, I've been really affected. But, like, I feel like I shouldn't be that embarrassed if he kept going. Also, I really hate to say this, but when it happened, one of the first things that flashed through my mind, because I did just listen to the, most recent episode, was that this fart sound happened, and I thought, playing music? Is that gay? Goodbye!
I'm dying. Playing music? You should have just said that out loud.
And he's like, yeah, I'm playing the trumpet. I'm playing the trombone, baby.
I respect that. I like a guy that's like, so that just happened, whatever, let's move on. I think he was smart. He understood, like, oh, that wasn't like fart. That was just air that got in there. Fart.
That was sex fart.
Sex fart. I also, I approve of a man that's like, if he smells a little poop, he'll keep going. As long as there's not shit everywhere.
Unpack that.
I topped someone and I smelled a little something. And I said, in the words of Darby, I just said, I'm just going to finish and then take it out and see. And there was no poop on it. I think it was just like, sometimes the smell happens.
Yeah, because it's a butthole full of shit.
Because it's a butthole, and that's where poop comes from. And I don't think that we should be bottom shaming people who fart.
Who's bottom shaming?
You, right now, the way you looked at me. You sick fuck. When was the last time you fisted someone?
It's been a while.
Yeah, you got the itch. Your arm missing being fully inside someone.
Yes. No one can handle
I might
it.
have a friend for you.
I think my hands and feet have swollen up even bigger. I think I'm inflamed. You know what I mean? Too gay.
Too gay. Why? And when you said pretend that it was Sam Starr, have y'all noticed that in a confessional, Sam Starr's head is like if you just kept flicking a bobblehead? Like it's never still. It's like every word.
Well, they're trying to show a little emphasis.
No, I like it. It's just like once I noticed it, I was like, oh, it doesn't ever stop. Like it's the whole time.
I'm in the deep end, waters are slamming. I'll never let you down.
Those are the words.
Cry to the silence where they can have it. We're far from the shallow now. In the shadow.
Come on, baby, get it.
In the shadow.
Come on.
In the shadow. We're far from the other
side.
Do you remember that lady who sang that in the tube in London and everyone was like peeing? And then she like went on the Ellen show?
Yes. Schmeat.
Was that her name?
No, I forget what her name was. But then everyone was like, "Oh, she's like a classically trained singer."
Yeah,
Right? Didn't she like try to like release an album or something?
I think she tried.
I love like art and love.
Sorry,
cool.
art and love.
Look how tired I look. I looked.
Do-
No one told me today that I looked horrible, but I'm like happy that no one said anything.
So this morning, so you went to bed at 3.
3.
Half a bottle of mezcal or of tequila in your body.
Si, senor.
And then you woke up 3 hours later at 6.
Si, senor.
And took a shower.
Yes.
And ate breakfast.
No.
And then left to get a massage at 9.
Yes.
And was it 1 hour or 90 minutes or how long?
90 minutes.
So a 90-minute massage, no toot, holding a Susie toot in the entire time.
Toot in.
You got back to your car, big release, huge fart.
I farted on the way to my car.
Did it kind of trickle out with each step you took?
Yeah, because I had to walk down like 2 flights of stairs to get out.
And it was like... And then from there, you went straight to your rehearsal?
Yes.
Were you covered in oil? Butter and oil?
Butter and oil.
When I get a massage, I'm always like, they're like, do you want to shower?
Yeah, he asked me to shower, and I was like,
and I'm like, I like the oil because it hydrates my skin.
It moisturizes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I had like I wasn't like greasy. The one thing I will say is that, well, never mind. It was just.
So then how long was your rehearsal?
To an hour and a half. I got there at 10:30. I got there at 10:40. Supposed to be there at 10:30, and was there until 12.
Well, how did you have a 90-minute massage and supposed to get there at 10:30?
I was 10 minutes late. It was
you double booked yourself, bitch.
Yeah, I dipped. I pulled a full dipper.
Yeah, you dipped. And then after the rehearsal, you went to a party?
Yeah.
What kind of party? Brunch party?
Just like us hanging out in the park.
Hanging out in the park?
Hanging out.
Was it a picnic?
In the park.
Was it a potluck?
There was a picnic element, but then I went to Sticky Rice and got Thai food with one of the people from those.
So the first thing you ate today was Thai food in the middle of the day?
And my stomach is on fire.
Was it spicy?
Yeah, I got medium spice.
That sounds crazy.
It was a.
No, I want to talk. I went to fucking Jack in the Box last night.
I got so close, but I just went. I have chicken breast at home.
And is that what you ate at 3 a.m?
No, because guess what?
What? It had gone bad.
I had forgotten to cook it.
No, so you just ate nothing?
So I had like some leftover rice, and I made an egg, put it on top of the rice, and I had some pesto that I threw on top of that.
I know that kind of a
late night meal, and it was like Trader Joe's pesto, so it was gross.
That pesto, I hate that pesto, and I always buy it.
I always buy it, and then I'm like, it doesn't taste anything like pesto.
No, it sucks. All right. Well,
Nice
that was
call.
cool. Let's take a break.
Okay. We're back. Tell me why. Okay, so this thing happened to me the other day. This guy messages me. I'm getting ready to hook up. I go, just give me 30 minutes. I'm going to shower before I head over. I'm showered. I get in my car. I text him 15 minutes away. He goes, great. See you in 15. I get 10 minutes away from his home, and I get a text going, sorry, I had an emergency. I had to leave.
Gotcha.
He does not move on the map. Is still connected. Is still there. What am I to do? Am I to just always be ready? Should I always be 15 minutes away? Should I stay showered at all times? Well, I do, but you know what I mean. Should I have just like washed my genitals in a sink? What is a lady to do?
Well, had there not been an emergency, he wouldn't have canceled.
I don't think it was a real emergency.
Well, what if his boyfriend came home? What if he got called into a work
His
meeting?
boyfriend's gonna have to watch me fuck him.
What if he reverse Google imaged your fat top picture and he found out you were a drag queen?
Do you think you're better than
me? No, I don't. But I have a very similar story.
Go for it. Tell me.
Okay, I'm trying to think. In December, was this literally on Christmas Eve?
Susie too.
That's crazy. This is December 24th at 1:45 p.m. Hey, from me. Yo, what's up? When can I suck you? Are you free now? I'll be free at 3. I can come to you. Yeah, you remember how to get in? Through the side door? Yeah, and take the stairs. The sooner the better. Okay, I'll let you know when I'm on the way. He sends the address. He says, then it gets a little sexy talk. He says, you hungry?
Oh, no, read that.
He says, last fed, hungry? I said, it's been over a week, very hungry. He says, go soft and slow. Open that mouth and throat up for me. And I say, guide my head down your cock. And he goes, so what time can you be here, 3? I said, yeah, that should work. I'm finishing up, and I'm 15 minutes away. I'll text you when I'm on the way. No traffic now, so yeah. Let me know when you head over in your ETA. Will do. Almost ready. He says, you won't get here by 3 then. I responded, I said I'd be free at 3, so leaving here at 3. ETA 13 minutes. He responds, damn, sorry, just got pulled into a meeting. I get that text 10 minutes after I send my ETA is 13 minutes and I'm in the car. And I wrote, are you for real? I'm here. I'm parked out front. I waited for, you'll hate me,
20 minutes.
30.
Dipper. 10.
I thought if he finished the meeting, I'd go up and suck his dick. I know sometimes I'm working and I get a phone call and I have to like deal with the phone call.
He yerked it. He said, I'm not waiting.
So I wrote, all right, I guess I'll leave. And then he never responded to me ever. No apology, never anything. How about that?
I hate that.
We
got to get off the apps. I'm going to delete it, I think.
I'm having fun. I figured out a few little boundaries for me. I didn't mind that because it was Christmas Eve, so there was no traffic.
Also, why can no one host? Why do I always have to host? I don't want you in my home.
Well, I thought you had a conversation with you, yourself, and I, and the cats, and you said it was okay now.
Yeah, but now I'm like, I don't want this many people knowing how to get in and out of my house.
Well, what are you doing? Giving them a key?
Yeah, I go, here's my key. See you later.
I'll be waiting in the bed.
No.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Hey, how about this?
Hey, Spot. I'm a queer girl from Australia, and I love you guys so much. But, Meatball, you Southern Belle from hell, what happened with all those hot boys who wanted to date you on a dating show? We want to know. Give us a tea. Some of them, the wizards, tell me why. He's asleep on the fact. Please, Lord, forgive me.
What happened? I thought we talked about it.
Well, you talked about it briefly after we did it in real life, but then we just aired the audio like 3 weeks ago. So I think people don't know what has happened since August.
I've hooked up with 3 of them. The winner.
The last time you said this, it was 4. So get your story straight.
Well, yeah, I've hooked up with 4 of them. And with one of them, there was like
one of them,
there was like a kind of dating, hanging out situation that was going on for a while, and then it just kind of fizzled. I think it just kind of fizzled out. You know, sometimes it's just like, yeah, we'll still be friends, but like, it's just not working. And then the winner, Ramy, I took him out for dinner. He got the most expensive items on the menu, and ended up being like, I think somewhere between $300 and $400 for the dinner. And he actually, when we run into each other, we kind of chit chat for a little while, and we're going to go roller skating next week.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. We were going to go this week, but I had to podcast all day on Thursday, so couldn't go because I had to do my job, I guess, or whatever.
Which we do every Thursday.
Which is every Thursday now. If you want to come kill us, you know where we're at.
Jesus. How many people last night did you tell to kill themselves?
A lot of them. And then I got the whole audience to say it back to me.
You're making it chic again to bully.
It's always been chic. It's Donald Donald Trump is making it fun to
It's
bully.
you and your president.
I voted for Trump.
Meatball. You
wait.
tell people to go kill themselves on a regular basis, and your moral compass stops with outing a gay Republican or a closeted gay Republican that's actively doing harm to the community. Make it make sense.
I want to fuck him. Next. I'm just kidding. I later someone else messaged him and was like, no, this guy's actually terrible. So out him. I don't give a fuck. Out that guy. Out him.
Ryan
but
McKenzie.
Hey, do it in the worst way possible.
Like with his
Hidden
dick in your
camera.
mouth? Hidden camera, fuck him.
Hidden camera, fuck him. You might
Don't let
die.
him come.
Don't let and never let and then shit on his dick.
Paint DL Republicans.
DL Republican trade.
Jesus. That's crazy. Hey, by the way,
yeah,
this is a bad segue if we're talking about painting. But I just do want to say that tomorrow in WeHo, I'm having my first ever Drain Your Nut WeHo. So if you're looking for a little lunch break, we're doing a daytime group from 12 to 3. Or Wednesday night, we're doing a night group, hump day, from 8 to 11 p.m. in WeHo, Wednesday, March 5th. So if you're trying to fuck and drain your nut, get into it, drainyournut.com. I was really proud of
that's it, bitch. You better work, faggot bitch, with your party.
I was really proud of the description I wrote because Delta one day.
Oh yeah, read it out loud.
Well, there was a Wednesday and she just texted me and she wrote, "Oh, I'm just so distracted at work. What am I gonna do?" Because she was.
But don't people at work? I mean, if it's in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, don't people like at work? They only get 30 minutes of a break, right?
How many people work real jobs in WeHo?
I got into an argument with an Uber driver for saying that doing drag wasn't a real job. So I don't like the term "real job."
Well, sorry, I'm saying like
being a mom is a real job.
Have
you ever had to be a mother?
Say you're an Uber driver. Park your car, come to Drain Your Nut for 90 minutes, and then go back and drive.
Okay, but say that you're the architect. Say that you're a senior partner at the
Well, if you're senior partner, you can definitely go schedule a lunch off. The people who can't do it are the people who like work at the Sweet Green up the road and only have 20 minutes to like eat a salad on their break.
Which is insane. We should all be able to take naps on our break.
But this is what I wrote.
30 cigarettes and take a nap.
Day group. For those guys who get distracted in the middle of the day and just need to fuck. Great for a lunch hour quickie or an early afternoon delight. Be that daytime slut you've always wanted to be. Don't you feel a little something when you go do a sex thing in the middle of the day?
Felt a little tingle in my Pringle. Damn.
Yeah. Well.
I love sex in the morning and in the afternoon, but guess what? Never at night.
Why not?
I don't know. Just by the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to have sex anymore.
Well, I get tired.
I'm a very morning. I could still do it, and I will. But I'm very like morning.
You're not better than me.
You're not better than me. Don't talk down to me.
How you doing, Ice Spice?
Dead, apparently.
Have you ever done an Ice Spice fantasy?
Yeah.
I know Esa Noche
I did Backwoods Barbie into... Wait. Yeah. Into the Barbie World song at the Orville Peck brunch.
Well, what a fun time we've had today.
Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And remember, if you are in San Diego this Thursday, March 6th, 2025, go get you a little table at Urban Moe's. I'm going to be hanging out, blackout drunk after the show, and I'll diddle you. I'll touch you. I'll P. Diddy you. Thank you so much.
See, you said you don't like that drag is not sexual for you, but...
213-536-9180. Bleep. I have. Okay. Thank you all so much. Can we
Hey,
do the
we'll see
intro
you on
and the-
Friday. Thanks for being here. Love you. Goodbye.
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.